Hello YouTube, it's Harley here and I'm bringing you another guys with an episode of Evony. So I've done a little bit of work off camera because it's like kind of tedious going through this guide that I got here, the 60 step guide. So the town hall is now level 3, walls are level 2. I built my beacon tower up. I built a bunch of cottages, you can speed those up if you have the resources, and I built a bunch of iron mines. The guide does not say to build the iron mines, but I'm going to explain why I built iron mines. So mainly because you have to kind of look at your marketplace, and this server is about a month or so old, so iron is pretty expensive. As you can see, the unit price is 18. Unit price for lumber is 6, so it's like 3 to 1 there. You can sell 1 iron and get 3 lumber, so it's pretty big deal. And then of course stone and food is really dirt cheap, so you don't have to worry about stone or food. You can sell just a little bit of iron and get like a bunch of food, so that's pretty awesome. With food being so cheap, I doubt people are even raiding with food that cheap. Alright, so since we're Town Hall 3, we're allowed to do this newbies package. So we're going to go ahead and click on it, and we get a bunch of stuff. As you can see, here's all of our stuff. Corselet, a city teleporter is really good. Did I get a mic script? Michelangelo scripts are really good. I don't think I did, but a city teleporter and a truce agreement, those are both really good pieces. So, and then I've been doing these quests, just kind of going through and just reading through. It tells you kind of what to do. So we got a jump start, so let's grab it. Once we apply package for lords, which I believe we just did. No, we got to apply it now. So here's package for lords. I don't know if we do this now or not. I mean, I don't think it really matters. So let's just go ahead and do it because we have the criteria we can. So let's just go ahead and apply this thing, and it'll give us a bunch of stuff. So it gave us a mic script. Where is it at? This thing, this little Michelangelo script. That's a really important piece. It's like one of the more important pieces in the game, in my opinion. Well, I mean, to an extent, it kind of gets old. And a junior metal box is really nice. Let's hide the chat here. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. This will give us some little metals, and it'll help us level up to a new whatchamacallit. So the guide says, oh, 2 rose metals, 3 cross. That's a pretty good one. 2 rose metals are kind of a pain to get, so we're already up to 7, so that's really good. So we have quite a bit of stuff here. How many? We only got 1 mic script, and eventually I'll tell you exactly what it does. The mic script takes a building and it moves it to level 10. So you only can go to level 9 for free. To go to level 10, you have to apply a mic script. So we're going to get a bunch of prestige and gold for this one, so we'll collect that. On this guide, it said to do a bunch of sawmills and quarries and stuff. I didn't do that. I did a bunch of iron mines, as you've seen, mainly because iron is so expensive, and we need to grab iron to collect it for free versus trying to buy it with with lumber. It'll be extremely difficult, so that's why I did it the way I did. Alright, so we can go to a night. Night allows you to have a 2. See, night's going to take our rose metal here. So we have all these check marks, so we go to night, and night allows you to have 2 cities. So let's go and grab it. I think the next level up is the one that you have to be careful about. This one right here. This one you have to be very careful. A captain takes 5 cross metals and town hall level 4, so we're good for it. And then this one you have to be a captain, so it's actually the next promotion. So baronet allows you to have 3 cities, so you want to get baronet first. But we have to be a captain before we can go baronet. And then another promotion will be behind captain, and you can actually do that promotion before baronet, but you don't want to because you won't be able to get your chance with 3 cities. So I'll explain that when it comes. So we got a rose medal. This is actually going to give us more rose medals, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're doing pretty good so far. On the list it says I didn't build those sawmills, but you want to keep building your cottages up. I've been leveling them up to level 2. You can speed them up to an extent until you run out of money, and yeah, that's pretty much it from there. Now as far as the next thing is to build the academy, but I want to, how much does the academy cost? 5,000. It's not too bad. The bad thing about iron mines is they take a lot of population. Oh, oh man, I didn't mean to speed. I didn't mean to do that. No, I just want to cancel it. To be honest, I don't want to wait on that. I was trying to get all these level 1s up to level 2s because you can speed them up, but beyond that you can't. So speed all these up, and then these iron mines take more population than lumber, so you have to be careful with your population. Whenever you make an iron city, typically when you have multiple cities, typically when you're playing, and you want one city to be all iron and one city to be all something else, all lumber. Typically, you just want lumber and iron. Some people like farm cities, but they're not very productive because your troop upkeep is just ridiculous. So it's not the best thing to do. So when you have all like iron cities, it takes a lot more population, so you need more cottages to counteract that. So as soon as I get these built up, we're running pretty low on resources here, and then I'll show you how to levy again. If I've showed you once, I believe, but we'll levy again if need be. So that's going to take a lot of our population is going downward, so we need to we probably need to build some of these up. I believe we can speed these up one more time, but it's going to take a lot of our resources now. As you can see, we're almost out of stone, so we're going to take it and levy stone. It'll give us 1,000, and then that'll give us a challenge. And then I've already done praying, so we'll do something else. Blessing costs gold, but it gives you food, so we'll do that, and that'll give us another challenge to do. Some of these quests are really easy. Like one of them is to like mail somebody, and one of them is to like talk and chat. So like it's pretty simple stuff, and you can get rewards for that type of stuff. So there we go. So I've already talked in chat, and one's like to sell and buy and stuff like that. So I've done a little bit of selling and buying, like iron. Oh, iron went down big time. Ouch. So that kind of stinks. But we're gonna sell about 5,000 iron, get some gold here, and it went through pretty quick, so that's cool. We're gonna need a little bit of this, so let's grab about 5,000, which it's a 3-to-1 ratio, so 5,000 really isn't that much for how much we sold. And sometimes it takes a couple minutes. You can lower your unit price if you want, and it'll go by a little quicker. So here's the walls. Walls have traps, abatis, rolling logs, archer towers, and defensive trebuchets. So archer towers are kind of the more important ones, but we can't build those yet. But we can build traps, but we don't have enough wood to build traps, so we'll have to wait on that. I probably shouldn't have upgraded so much on these buildings here, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. See, as far as researching, there's not much I can do besides agriculture, so let's do that again. It'll go up to level 4. Once I level these iron mines up and stuff, I'll be able to, or the lumber, I'll be able to do lumber, but I'm not too worried about lumber. The way I'm going to get lumber is by buying and selling. That's really the only way, and it takes 30 minutes to come once I sell it, of course, so, or buy it. I'm actually going to buy quite a bit of this. We can buy about 100,000 of this, and it's so cheap for us that it's really no big deal. And let's go ahead and buy 100,000 of this. Oh, well, it's a level 1 marketplace, so you only can have one thing pending. Once that buys, it'll give you a message, and then you can buy the food. Now, the next thing I would like to upgrade is my academy, but I'm out of lumber, and I just levied, so I'm not going to be able to do that right now. Let's see what other stuff we can do. The next thing is to build the academy up. Let's see, we can build up the barracks, so we'll go ahead and just get that started. See the workers, I have 260 workers currently, and that was because one of those challenger quests gave me 250 workers for free, and I queued up 10, so that's how that happened. Alright, so we'll just go and get one to level 2, and that'll open up scouts. We got to do informatics, and then we'll get scouts, but we'll go ahead and just upload, get the barracks up to level 2 while we're waiting on the other items for now. But that's really all I can do for right now. I have to wait quite a while longer. I guess I can talk a little bit about this area. As you can see, these are flats. Flats is what cities can be built on. and to NPC a flat, you have to take it over, build a city, and then abandon that city, and it will make a NPC. Primary NPCs are going to be level NPC level 5s and NPC level 10s. That's like, if you look through here, that's what, well, there's a level 7. Mainly because level 5s you can attack for free at one point in the game, and then level 10s give you the most resources. So honestly, I don't even remember how much level 10 give you. It's been a while since I played. I have to look into it. But eventually, whenever we get going here, like this NPC 5, or we'll be rating it like crazy. And then the levels, every day they go up a level and they cycle back to level 1. So like if you want this to be an NPC level 5 right here, this level 4 one, what you will do is you'll let it go tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll take it over and then NPC it. So that's how it works. It's kind of a hassle because it's just, if you don't have the NPC, then it levels up. But if you're like none of these are taken over, as you can see, no one's taking any of this stuff over. But if you take it over, it doesn't level up unless you abandon it for the night. So that's kind of tricky. You have to really work on that. And if you also look at some of this stuff here, there's forests, there's hills, swamps. All this stuff increases your percentage. As you can see, a level 10 swamp will increase food production by 23%. So that's something you can take an advantage of if you have an all farm base, as you can say. And then this is stone, forest is lumber, and then hills are iron. So like whenever you max it, like see this guy right here, he's getting an extra 11% to his iron production because he took over this hill here. But if it's a level 10 hill, like this is 7, 9. I wonder if anyone's taking this one. Like this one is like 19%, 21% production increase. No one's taking it. But it's ideal if you can take those over, then you can really do some work with your increasing this stuff over here, how much you make per second or something. I don't really know the times of this. It's kind of a pain to keep track of, but I've tried to track it down. But that's about all the information I got for now, guys. I'm going to continue working on this a little bit more, doing more of just kind of an update of the progress I make instead of doing let's upgrade this and wait 30 minutes and then upgrade this and wait 30 minutes. That's kind of hard. It's more difficult for me. So it's easier if I could just upgrade a few things and then tell you what I upgrade. And then eventually when we get to attacking, I'll actually show you the attacks and stuff like that. So, but that's all I got for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later.